This is Raymond for RPAD TV, here with a review of a couple of drip tips from Envision Vapor. Envision Vapor makes hand-blown drip tips right here in the USA. They're beautiful, unique, they feel great in your mouth, and they perform really, really well. Now, before I get into the models that I actually reviewed, I want to get into glass drip tips in general. There are many vapors out there that are wary of glass drip tips, and I think the fear is a bit unwarranted. There are several good reasons why you should consider glass drip tips. First is mouthfeel. In my opinion, glass just feels better in your mouth than metal or plastic. Think about it in terms of drinking a beverage at a restaurant. When you go to a nice restaurant, they don't give you a cup made from plastic or metal. They give you a cup made from glass. It just feels better in your mouth. Another reason to consider glass drip tips is heat dissipation. This is particularly important for sub-ohm vapors. Now, when you use a metal drip tip, those things heat up really fast. Even insulated metal drip tips, they do get warm, sometimes uncomfortably so. In my experience, glass is much cooler than metal, and even a bit cooler than insulated metal drip tips. So if you're a sub-ohm vapor, then you should consider glass drip tips for the heat dissipation factor. Here are 3 of the Envision Vapor drip tips that I've been using for the last few months. From left to right are the disc, the teardrop, and the Maria tube. The disc has a really unique shape, and I really love the finish on this particular model. As you can see, it's circular from this angle, but if you turn it to its side, it's pretty thin. It has a small air hole, so this is a good choice for flavor fiends. Not the best choice for cloud chasers, but I'm a flavor guy myself, so I was really happy with how this model performed. Next up is the teardrop. Again, this has a small flavor hole, so it's a better choice for flavor guys, not the best choice for cloud chasers. But this one was the most comfortable for me, just because of the way it tapers. It feels really good in your mouth, and of course it's glass, so it has a better feel, in my opinion, than plastic or metal drip tips. Last but not least is the Maria tube. I was a really big fan of this one. It's a little bit cheaper than the other 2. The 2 drip tips I showed you before are $29.99, while this one is $16.99. It's not quite as sturdy because, as you can see, it's quite thin, and I actually broke one of these when I accidentally flung my mod across a room. Yes, there was alcohol involved. But still, it's a really unique shape, very thin air hole. The way it feels and the kind of vape it delivers, it almost reminds me of the drip tip that comes with a K-Fun. It's long, really thin, gives you a nice blast of flavor in your mouth. And some people think this looks like an apparatus for, you know, burning other types of leaves or something. I'm not saying that, that's just what other people are saying. Like I said earlier, all 3 of these drip tips have small air holes, so they're really better for flavor guys, not cloud chasers. If you're the kind of vapor that wants big clouds or likes dripping directly into the drip tip, Envision Vapor makes a shape called the Poo Pot, which has a wide opening that you can drip directly into and gives you more airflow. But since I'm a flavor guy, I really love the way these 3 performed. I love the way they look. And I just love the way glass feels in your mouth, as well as the heat dissipation. In my opinion, glass is just better than metal in terms of mouthfeel and heat dissipation. And yes, if you throw these on concrete, or you idiotically throw your mod across the room like I did, and again, alcohol was involved, so please excuse me, they will break, but glass isn't as fragile as many vapors think. Like, I've dropped these on the floor, not hard drops, just common clumsy drops. I'm a clumsy guy, and there are no cracks in them. And the one time I did break one, it was a drunken accident. So that's all on me. These are quality drip tips, really well made, handmade, hand blown in the USA. And while the price does seem expensive compared to the plastic and metal made in China drip tips, they are in line with other high-end drip tips. You know, I'm a big fan of Mystic Atmos drip tips also, and those are in the $30 to $35 range. So $30 for these two drip tips and $17 for this one. Those are fair prices in my opinion. And again, it's an American company. These are made in America goods, and I think they are fantastic drip tips. These Envision Vapor drip tips are my favorite on the market. I just love the way they feel, I love the way they dissipate heat, and they look really, really cool. I have dozens of drip tips in my collection, including plastic ones, metal ones, insulated metal ones, a couple of wood ones, and some ceramic ones. These borosilicate glass models from Envision Vapor are hands down my favorite, and I highly recommend them. For more information on Envision Vapor glass drip tips, be sure to check out my text review in the vaping section of RPAD TV. You'll also find an interview with the company owners if you want to learn more about Envision Vapor as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.